What's up, guys? Welcome to Field Series Review. Today we're going head to head with the Delta Wading Jacket versus the Hudson Jacket. This is the battle of the waterfowl shells. Alright everybody, it's time to talk about why I'm comparing these two jackets. I'm basically comparing them because one is an insulated version of the other. Other than that, they're virtually identical, minus the insulation. There's a couple of sizing differences, which I'll talk about here in a second. But the Hudson is a Permaloft insulated version of the Delta Jacket. Now, why does that come into play? Why are people think, well, one's got insulation and one doesn't? You know, it's getting colder during duck season. Shouldn't I just wear the insulated jacket? True. But depending on where you duck hunt, how often you duck hunt, and when you start to duck hunt, is going to decide which one of these jackets that you need. If you hunt in the southern states where it doesn't drop into the 30s until routinely until December and January, or if you hunt early season teal, early season goose, or you're just looking for one duck hunting jacket that you can wear in all applications to keep the elements out, no matter what the temperature is, you can layer underneath. The Delta Jacket is what that's built for. If you're a waterfowler that wants just one jacket for the late season, or maybe you only start in late November, December, January, or you hunt in some of the northern states where it gets down to the 20s regularly. You're regularly hunting in the low 30s, the 20s, into the teens. You don't have to worry. You don't want to worry about buying a waterproof shell, then having to go buy insulation and mix them together. You know you need an insulated jacket. The Hudson would be a jacket that you would want to consider. Both jackets have the pocketing systems for you to wear within waders up here, and both have shell pockets very similar. They're both waterproof, windproof, and they're both designed to keep you completely dry no matter what time of year, what setting, what application. That's where people start to run into which one do I need, because they are so similar as far as the way they look, the way they function on the outside. It's on the inside that makes them so different. All right, guys, now it's time to look at the inside of these two jackets. This is where they start to veer apart a little bit. Not even a little bit, a lot bit. You can see the Permaloft insulation here on the Hudson, all down the arms, the chest, or the front, the back. You have insulation across the shoulders on the chest. You can even see the micro fleece on the hood. You can look here on the Delta, very bare. You have a little bit of insulation right here around the neck, but that's just a comfort thing. Other than that, it's completely uninsulated. It's a bare bone shell. On the inside, both jackets have the waterproof internal pocket, and you can see here on the Delta Wading Jacket you do have armpit vents, which I really like. You don't have that here on the Hudson Jacket. One of the things that it's the inside that makes these two jackets so different, and it's the inside when people ask me which one I should go with. It's the inside of the jacket that makes me give them my answer. And I ask them what applications they use. And if they say, I hunt a lot of dry fields, or I hunt out of a boat a lot, I don't wear a lot of waders, I'm usually in a pit blind, or I'm in a layout blind in late season, go with the Hudson. It's going to keep you dry, it's going to keep you warm, it's going to keep this insulation tight to your body. If you're a guy that hunts in waders a lot, hence the name, the Wading Jacket. I like to put all my insulation on when I'm hunting in waders, and then put my waders on over my insulation. It pushes all the insulation to my kidneys, to my vitals, keeps me warm. Then I can put this shell over top. I don't have to worry about it draping outside of my waders and getting wet. Whereas with the Hudson, if you do that and you step into a hole or you get water higher up, you're getting your insulation wet and it's not doing its job. Insulation gets wet on the outside of waders. It's not doing its job to keep you warm. So Why is it so important to me to keep this jacket on the outside of your waders? To me, it's the shell pockets. I love the shell pockets. They have magnetic strips on both jackets for the outer shell pockets. I like to be able to put my hands in there and get shells out when I'm shooting. If the jacket's on the inside of my waders, I can't do that. It's just another reason why I like to keep the jacket on the outside of waders, where I would go with a Delta Wading Jacket. If I'm wearing bibs or other insulation in a drier setting, I'm going to go with the Hudson. But between the two jackets, the inside tells the whole story. Okay, guys, let's talk about sizing real quick. We've already discussed both of these jackets from the outside and from the inside. Now let's talk about how they fit different. Okay, the Hudson is going to be a little bit more snug on you straight out of the box because it has the built-in insulation. The Delta is going to be a little more baggy. If I put it on right now with a t-shirt, it's going to be pretty baggy because it's designed to be layered underneath. The Hudson is going to fit a little more snug because that layering of insulation is already built into it. The Delta Wading Jacket is about 1.5 to 2 inches shorter around the waist, or coming up. It's a little bit shorter. It's meant to be worn on top of waders in deeper water so that it can be so versatile to pull it on and off. It is a wading jacket. So yes, it's a little bit shorter. So don't be surprised when you put it on and you think, oh, this is a little bit short here. That's by design. Another thing, the Delta Wading Jacket, the arm length, it's about 2 to 2.5 inches longer by design than the Hudson. That's to give you room to layer underneath. This jacket is designed to be layered with heavy layers underneath. This is designed to keep your warmth in and the elements out. So the arms are longer so you can get something big like a Fahrenheit or a duck oven underneath this jacket and still have the mobility and the range. All right, guys, it's time to talk about which one is right for me. And that's a question that only you can answer. It's going to come down to a couple of factors. One, how much are you wanting to spend? Two, are you wanting one jacket? Are you wanting a complex system? And where do you hunt? And when do you hunt? So, if you want one duck hunting jacket that you can wear year round, early season through late season, you only want one shell to wear, the Delta Wading Jacket's for you. You can wear this thing fishing. You can keep it in your truck as a rain jacket. You can wear early teal, early goose, all the way into the late seasons. You can pack whatever you want to underneath it, a duck oven, a Fahrenheit. If you have your older camo, maybe this is the only Sitka piece that you have or that you plan on getting for duck season. You want to put an older, another brand jacket underneath that you think's warm, that's perfectly fine. You can put that underneath the Delta Wading Jacket and it's going to lock all that heat in and keep everything out. And it's about $100 cheaper than the Hudson. The Delta Wading Jacket goes for $399. The Hudson goes for $499. If you are a waterfowler who also only wants one jacket, but you also only hunt in later season, colder temperatures, this is the jacket for you, the Hudson. If you don't plan on doing early teal, if you don't plan on doing early goose, if you know your temperatures are going to be 30 and below, down into the teens in January, and you want one waterproof shell with insulation, one good solid jacket, this is the jacket for you, the Hudson. You won't need to layer a whole lot underneath it. It'll still keep you warm. This is also a great option. So, which one should you go with? You're just going to have to think about that on your own and think about when you're going to use it and what you're going to get or when you're going to get the most out of it. Which one of these two fits the style that you hunt, where you hunt, and decide from there. But I would definitely tell you that if you're on the fence, I'd probably go with the Delta Wading Jacket if you're on the fence about it, because it's a little bit cheaper and you still have the ability to use it in a wide variety of settings, and you can still use some of your older insulation to put underneath it. All right, guys, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed today's comparison video. Don't forget to check out our full review of both jackets on our channel. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Field Series Review. And don't forget to check out our sponsors, DixieFoulCo.com and PacificFouledCo.com. Use promo code FSReview to get 15% off. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. We're going to have many more videos coming up pretty soon. We have our rut here in Georgia picking up here in the next week or so. So there's going to be a lot of videos and content on our Instagram about the systems that I'm wearing, the weather applications, how I'm hunting, where I'm hunting. I'm taking a trip to Nebraska pretty soon. I'll be going out to Oklahoma in January. I'll be doing full reviews of what I'm wearing out there, what I'm hunting, what the temperatures are, just to give you guys as much insight and hopefully help you as much as possible. Once again, thanks for stopping by. See you next time.